Finally tonight, remembering three people of arts and letters who died this weekend. Kwame Holman begins with a look at the life of Hunter S. Thompson.
Hunter S. Thompson, the writer and raconteur, trained in acerbic pen for more than 40 years on American politics and the cultural landscape, nearly always focusing on their underbelly. Together with Tom Wolfe and Gay Talese in the 1960s, Thompson pioneered what came to be known as new journalism, in which the writer becomes part of the story. Literary critic Jonathan Yardley of the Washington Post.
In my view, what they did at their best was very good. The style was original, it was arresting, it was often amusing, it was smart, it was perceptive. They saw things in ways that other people didn't.
Thompson took that one step further, practicing what he called gonzo journalism, the melding of fact and fantasy, with Thompson playing a central role. Ralph Steadman was Thompson's longtime friend and illustrated many of his books.
Well, you know what gonzo is? You become part of the story. That's what gonzo is. That's all it is. You just suddenly turn the story around. So it's a boring old story. Let's make it interesting. We'll become part of it. And you draw the pictures. So there we go.
Thompson was born in Louisville in 1937, and during a brief stint in the Air Force found his way to journalism, later writing for newspapers and magazines. He also authored 10 books. Thompson's best-known work was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
We were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold.
Made into a movie in 1998, it was a drug-fueled journey through Las Vegas played out amid the tumult of the Vietnam era. It became a countercultural touchstone. Thompson's dispatches for Rolling Stone magazine from the 1972 presidential campaign were the basis for Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail 72, a work of vintage Thompson style, journalism about politics. His writing about politicians often was scathing. President Richard Nixon was a favorite target. Thompson's carousing was legendary.
That's why I'm so healthy, folks. I always roll my ice in chlorophyll before I drink whiskey. All right, what were you saying?
He was an actor, and in certain aspects of the way he presented himself to the public. And at the time that he was at his at the highest point in his career, which is in the 70s, there was a built-in and highly receptive audience for just the kind of stuff that he was peddling, the counterculture, the wild behavior, the in-your-face, up-yours behavior that was very central to the persona that he presented.
His years of drink, drugs, and hard living were echoed in the epigraph to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. It read, "He who makes a beast of himself gets rid of the pain of being a man." Yesterday, Thompson shot himself in the head in the kitchen of Owl Farm, his compound outside Aspen, Colorado. Hunter Stockton Thompson was 67 years old.